Hi, my name is Kate. Welcome to my channel. This is my book review with spoiler of Rina book 2 from her Deception trilogy. It's Tempted by Deception. This is a story or continuation of Adrian Volkov and Leah Volkov's dark marriage. Trigger warning. This is extremely psychological, very dark. This is not for the lightweight. So the book two starts with Leah being like a ballerina. She's the star. She's the prima bella of the show in New York. And she doesn't have friends. Everybody hated her because they are jealous of her. She is a stellar performer. And her dancing partner Ryan was actually bad guy and was abusive to her. And when she was on her way home in her apartment parking lot, she saw Adrian, an aliving man, and she was scared for her life. She said, I will never report to police. And then 1 week later, when she was asked to perform Giselle, out of nowhere, Adrian was watching her in the seat. She was on the stage, he was on the seat. And then when she's finished with the performance, Adrian was in her dressing room, asked her to go out. They went out. She got drunk. She kissed Adrian, and then Adrian drive her home. When she was in bed, she asked Adrian for spice, but Adrian was like no, because Adrian is a very respectful man. He's a gentleman. The following day, when she wake up, Adrian noticed everything. Her having difficulty of sleeping, her having depression, her having nightmares, every single thing. Until they finally kind of live together, because every night Adrian bring her food. They eat together like a couple. They do the spice, but and the problem is Adrian never sleep with her. Adrian leave in the morning, and her problem also is Adrian is a member of mafia. Until one time when she went to a party invited by her director and choreographer, she saw Adrian with a blondie, and then she found out that Adrian was engaged. She left. Adrian went to her apartment, talked to her about it, and Adrian said, I will broke up with her. Adrian broke up with her. The Bratba, especially Igor and Sergio, was mad at her, but there is nothing they can do. It's Adrian's decision. And then she had an accident during practice where she broke her knee. She had surgery, and her career ended. Adrian investigated what happened and found out that yes, although Leah has a little bit of mistake by accidentally jumping early, Ryan, her partner, could have catch her, but he delayed it. So Adrian punished him by deleting him. And then when everything was going dark, she wanted to jump on the window, but Adrian saved her. And then she found out she's pregnant. Adrian, because of his trauma. Side note, this is Adrian's trauma. His mother is a mistress of her dad. Her dad is married to his stepmother, which is Annika. Annika is not able to provide a child, so she treated Adrian like her own child, and they're supposed to go to Russia for vacation. But the mother of Adrian was evil, used Adrian to get into her dad, because Adrian is the only heir of his dad, who is one of the kings in Bratba. And so when his dad is not around, he is being abused by her own mother until his I keep saying sorry, I mixing his and her. I'm not a native English speaker, I'm so sorry. And then when his dad found out that his mom did something evil against Pakan, which is Nikolai, the Pakan asked him to execute his wife, and she tried to escape by taking the heir, which is Adrian, but they were stopped by the bodyguards of his dad. And right there and there, when Adrian was 10, his own mother was executed by his own father in front of him. And that's why Adrian, aside from being abused by his own mother, also experienced death right in front of him by his own dad. That's why he does not know how to feel, he does not know to communicate, and that is why he is introvert and a silent person, but is a good strategist. Fast forward today. So now Kirill called him and say Sergey and Vladimir was investigating the death of Green. Robert Green is the mayor candidate of Bratba in New York but was dead. And they have a very good suspect that it was Adrian. They thought Adrian deleted Green because he is siding with the Italian, but they didn't know that the reason why he deleted Green was because he assaulted Leah. Nobody touched what's Adrian's property or own or woman. And then 4 years later, no, 9 months later, Leah gave birth to Jeremy. They were immediately attacked, and she wanted to escape, but something happened, and she was talking to mysterious guy who happens to be Luca. And 4 years later, it was actually very quick. 9 months later, no, 5 months later, 9 months later, and then 4 years later. 4 years later, Jeremy's 4 years old. Leah's mental health was um, going down or deteriorating. One of the reason is because she unalived the sniper who wanted to delete Adrian, and at the same time Adrian was treating her cold because Adrian does not want Bradba to know that she is the weakness. And at the same time, everything was blurry because she cannot accept the fact that Adrian was a mafia. She wants to have a normal life, so she's having nightmare. Her mental health is deteriorating. She is becoming ghost to Jeremy. Jeremy calls her, but she's not paying attention. She's having like conversation with Luca, her Italian best friend, and she was like lying to Adrian just to hurt him back, saying that she cheated on him. She has another man, and she tried to escape, and she wanted to leave Adrian, and then it was crazy. It's extremely like traumatic. And at the end of it, she tried to escape. Ride helped her, but Adrian was very fast until Roslan have to escape the bodyguard of Rai. She ran in the forest, and then she was on a cliff, and on the cliff she jumped. That's the end of book 2. It was extremely psychological. There were times where I want to DNF because Leah is so naive, so selfish, and blames everything to Adrian, and she tried to unalive herself twice. First on the window of the hospital, second into the cliff. That's why this book I gave a story rating of 3, just because I didn't like Leah's POV. She was a pain. She was dramatic. She was basically like entitled of blaming everything to Adrian despite whatever Adrian does to him. Adrian take care of her during the pregnancy. Adrian take care of Jeremy. Adrian protected her. Adrian did everything for her. The only problem with Adrian is he does not know how to communicate because of his trauma. And the problem is that she lied to him. She made him believe that she cheated. And Adrian was jealous now of the bodyguard because she's getting close to the bodyguards, but she was like cold to Adrian. Can you imagine that? To your own husband and the child. And so that is why my spice is 3, the story is 3. But other than that, I still recommend this book because of Adrian. Adrian was, for me at least, perfect in this book. He is a stellar, a great man, a great father to Jeremy, a great husband to Leah. Leah's mental health is deteriorating, and he was taking care of her. He's doing everything for her and Jeremy. Like, he even left Christina for her, and he was willing to take the punishment for eliminating Green, even though Pakan and the Bradba see it as treason or betrayal. Do I recommend this book? Yes, because it's part of Trilogy, and the book 3 is actually good. It's very good. And yeah, that's the only part that I dislike. Leah. It was heavy miscommunication. Oh my god. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you on the third book.